This K&N air intake system is designed to increase power and acceleration by reducing restriction in the intake path. K&N 63-2579 air intake fits 2010, 2011, and 2012 Ford Mustang Shelby GT-500 models with 5.4-liter engines. It also fits 2013 and 2014 Ford Mustang Shelby GT-500 models with 5.8-liter engines. It comes with K&N's famous million-mile limited warranty. The 63-2579 air intake is not legal for sale or highway use in California or other states adopting California emission standards. Check knfilters.com for an up-to-date list of models this air intake fits and for a list of other CARB adoption states. K&N power testing showed an estimated power gain of 30 horsepower at 5,200 RPM with the 63-2579 air intake installed on a 2011 Ford Mustang Shelby GT-500 with a 5.4-liter engine. Actual results will vary depending on the condition of the vehicle, mileage, weather, and other variables. With the air intake installed, we ran the vehicle on the dyno to test the sound comparison versus the stock intake. The intake system includes components that have been designed or matched to the needs of these vehicles to produce a safe horsepower increase. Detailed installation instructions are included with this kit. The tools needed for this install are shown. Turn off the ignition and disconnect the negative battery cable. Release the red locking tab, then disconnect the mass air sensor electrical connection. Remove the bolt that secures the airbox housing to the inner fender. Disconnect the vacuum line from the stock intake tube. Rotate the locking ring, then disconnect the crankcase vent hose. Loosen the hose clamp securing the stock intake tube to the throttle body. Disconnect the intake tube from the throttle body. Then remove the complete intake system from the vehicle. It will be necessary to unhook the mass air sensor harness from the airbox. Install the heat shield mounting post to the heat shield using the provided hardware. Install the heat shield mounting bracket onto the heat shield using the provided hardware. Install the provided edge trim onto the heat shield as shown. Some trimming of the edge trim will be necessary. Install the mass air sensor into the heat shield. Rotate the sensor 180 degrees so the sensor boss is pointed downward. Then secure it with the provided hardware. Remove the two screws securing the mass air sensor to the factory housing. Then remove the mass air sensor. Install the mass air sensor into the K&N mass air sensor housing and secure it with the provided hardware. Be sure to place the provided washers between the mass air sensor and housing. Remove the two factory mounting grommets shown from the airbox. Install the factory mounting grommets to the two mounting posts installed on the K&N heat shield assembly. Install the heat shield assembly into the vehicle so the mounting bracket aligns with the factory airbox mounting location and the mounting grommets sit in the mounting holes. Insert the fresh air duct into the heat shield. Install the provided 3/16 vacuum fitting into the K&N intake tube. Install the quick disconnect fitting into the K&N intake tube. Install the provided silicone hose onto the throttle body and secure it with the provided hose clamp. Install the provided silicone hose onto the K&N intake tube. Slide the hose all the way onto the K&N intake tube, but do not tighten it this time. Install the K&N intake tube into the silicone hose at the throttle body and align it with the mass air sensor housing. Slide the silicone hose down the K&N intake tube onto the mass air sensor housing. Align the tube for best fit and then secure it with the provided hose clamps. Connect the crankcase vent line to the quick disconnect fitting installed into the K&N intake tube. Connect the vent line to the 3/16 fitting installed into the K&N intake tube. Install the K&N air filter and secure it with the provided hose clamp. Reconnect the mass air sensor electrical connection. Reconnect the vehicle's negative battery cable. Double check to make sure everything is tight and properly positioned before starting the vehicle. It will be necessary for all K&N high-flow intake systems to be checked periodically for realignment, clearance, and tightening of all connections. Failure to follow the above instructions or proper maintenance may void warranty. K&N makes products for nearly every vehicle on the road. The K&N website allows you to search products by vehicle or dimension, download installation instructions, view dyno charts showing estimated horsepower gains for this product, and view product details. For information on where to buy K&N products, go to knfilters.com.